Wisconsin's partial veto. Wisconsin has had some version of America's craziest veto authority since 1930. For 40 years, the veto was rarely used. Then, in 1969, Governor Warren Knowles issued 27 partial vetoes and set off decades of veto chicanery. In 1973, Governor Patrick Lucey was the first to remove a single digit, reducing a $25 million highway bonding authorization to $5 million by simply striking a 2. He also struck the word "not" from a sentence, the first time a Wisconsin governor used the partial veto to expressly reverse the intent of the legislature, according to a Legislative Reference Bureau paper. In 1983, Governor Tony Earl turned one paragraph of 5 sentences with 121 words into one sentence with 22 words, taking away Public Service Commission oversight of some waste disposal issues and prompting critics to label it the Vanna White veto. Governor Tommy Thompson was prolific in his use of the pen. In 1991, he issued 457 partial vetoes. In 2005, Governor Jim Doyle pieced together 20 words from a 752-word passage to create a new sentence that transferred $427 million from the Transportation Fund to schools, a creative use of the so-called Frankenstein veto. Governor Tony Evers' 2023 veto is a monster of a different sort, striking 2 digits and a hyphen to extend annual increases in per-pupil revenue limits for 400 years. It was Thompson's aggressive use of the Vanna White veto that prompted the 1987 and 1989 legislatures to propose a constitutional amendment stating the governor may not create a new word by striking out individual letters and stringing together others. In 1990, voters approved the amendment by a 2-1 margin. In response to Doyle's veto creativity, the 2005 and 2007 legislatures proposed amending the Constitution to ban the Frankenstein veto, that is, to prohibit governors from creating a new sentence by combining parts of 2 or more sentences. Over 70% of voters approved that amendment in 2008. The way it stands now, governors can still veto some parts of a sentence, but cannot link words or numbers across different sentences. So, if Wisconsin wants to eliminate the partial veto as it was just used by Governor Evers, an explicit constitutional amendment would be necessary. For more information and analysis on the Wisconsin governor's partial veto power, visit badgerinstitute.org/veto.